Please forgive me as my camera is currently on a bowl and I'm sitting on a suitcase close to the floor because although my room is fun, there's nothing practical in it, really, because I choose comfort over practicality. Anyway, hi, it's Reed. I'm less than 4 weeks away from getting top surgery, which is something I've been waiting for a really, really long friggin' time. It's been a very long time. I'm very excited and I'm like shook and I can't believe it and I'm psyched and I'm afraid and I've never been sliced open by anybody before intentionally, especially not in a surgical sense. So I'm just can't believe that I'm gonna be like open, spread eagle in a whole other way that I didn't even know I couldn't grasp and I still can't. Anyway, couple things. As a part of this, I had to quit smoking. Totally get that, no problem. Then I find out I have to quit nicotine. I I've quit smoking, the act of smoking, many, many, many times because as they like to say, a smoker's favorite habit is quitting. It's not our favorite habit, it's just one that we do a lot. Anyway, but yeah, so I had to quit nicotine. It's been 2 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been off nicotine, and I was on the patches. Usually I take the patches, or I have a tincture, or I use hape, which is this like Peruvian tobacco ash snuff from like the indigenous groups there that I found through psychedelic ceremony. Anyway, I have not been off nicotine since I was like 18 years old. Like I just haven't. So it's been a really long time because I'm like going on 25 and I'm kind of losing it a little bit. I'm not because I'm more sober than I've ever been in my life before because I have all these ridiculous allergies and I'm prepping for surgery and I'm in school and so there's just nothing. I'm just raw dogging life right now, which I've not ever done as an adult before. It sucks. It doesn't suck. It's great, but it's illuminating, let's say. And one thing's for sure, my ADHD is out of control. I can't spell, I can't read, I can't focus, I can't keep anything straight. Not that that was easy before, but it's just kind of ramped up a little bit. So that's fascinating. Another thing is, I'm in constant pain. And at the beginning of this year, I started doing some research into like connective tissue disorders and like mast cell activation syndrome and what was the other one? POTS, all these sorts of different things because I was going through a really rugged time and in a really not great place. Tried to seek help from a doctor. The doctor was shit because I was in a shit place. Anyway, so never got to follow through with any of these things. But looking back now, I'm like, I mean, there was definitely some pot stuff going on because I was like chain smoking while on hormones, which, if you didn't know, don't do that. You're really not supposed to do that because it just screws with, yeah, it's just really not good. There's just a very much a higher rate of blood clotting and blood problems and all of the things. And also then, smoking and you can't breathe and all those. Anyway, I love smoking. I'm not saying that you're bad if you smoke because it's delicious and I am obsessed with it. But chain smoking when you're on testosterone, maybe not the best idea. So between a whole bunch of different factors, that was all that anyway. But I was looking into Ehlers-Danlos, which is connective tissue disorder, bones, joints, skin, tendons, all of the things, just doing funky things that they're maybe not supposed to do in like the standard body, whatever a standard body or normal body looks like. Anyway, so now that I'm sober and I'm like in my body, like it's falling apart. It's like actually falling apart. And nicotine is definitely a pain reliever to some degree. Apparently there's a little bit of research being done into that. I haven't really looked into the literature yet, though I'm going to because I find it fascinating. I mean, gotta love Reddit. I'm like going on Reddit on the quit smoking. I'm like, hey, does anyone else experience like prolonged body aches after quitting nicotine? Because it's standard to experience body aching when you quit nicotine for the first couple of days while it's getting out of your system. Totally, I expected that. That's what I usually feel when I quit smoking. It's been weeks and it's not getting any better. If anything, it's just getting worse. And like old injuries are coming up that haven't been a problem in a while. Like my shoulder is so bad. And now my other shoulder's starting to go. I don't know if it's because it's overcompensating or just because I'm literally falling apart at the seams. My knee, which I injured in I barely injured it in like July, and it has just not gotten better at all and continues to not get better. And then my hip flexors, and then every muscle and tendon and joint just ache constantly. Sometimes it's painful, but there's always like an aching, which I just don't know if that's normal or if this is still part of the like my body resetting back to its normal, or what. Like I'm not really sure. So I feel like I should probably seek help from a doctor, but I've got enough things on the go right now that it's not my top priority. Plus, I'm in school for traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture, which is helpful for pain stuff, but I don't know. Long term, I'm really going to have to look into this because I just might be a chronic pain person. It's possible. I don't want to claim it because I don't know for sure, but even when I've been smoking and when I've been on nicotine and weed and all of the things, like there's still a consistent ache. Like if I'm really honest with myself, like there's been a consistent ache for quite some time now. So anyway, I'll get back to you on that. But I'm really excited. Top surgery's coming. I'm also feeling like I'm almost done with testosterone, at least this round of it. I went on it mid-October last year, so it's been just over a year now. It's been amazing. Like I've learned things about myself and I've discovered stuff about myself that I just like never would have thought possible. There's a whole part in me that's been caged up my whole life that's finally out of the cage now, and the cage is broken and now they've got this part in my life, and like it's crazy. It's amazing. It's magical stuff. Hormone therapy is magic. It's absolutely necessary healthcare. I don't care what anybody says. And everybody benefits from hormone therapy. Everyone. Cis people, trans people, all the in between, intersex people, everybody. Like everyone benefits from access to hormone therapy. So politics are stupid. Yeah, but I'm definitely feeling like I'm ready to be off of it because for the first time the other night, I was talking to my partner and we were talking about something it's always a topic of contention when we talk about it. It's always tough. And we were talking about it and I got this sense that like part of my reaction, it wasn't me. It was a little too much testosterone. And I was like, ooh. And I'm on a low dose. And it's not too much, but it's like, I don't know how else to describe it, but like, oh, that's not me, but I didn't quite have control over doing that. And I'm attributing that to the testosterone. For me, personally. Just knowing myself and my own journey. And I've been feeling like, oh, I really miss estrogen. I miss having my natural hormones. I miss my cycle a little bit. I miss having the curves and swerves. I miss the lush hair. Like, there's a lot of things about, my natural hormones that I do miss. Super grateful for testosterone, but I never wanted to go on it forever. Like, that was never my intention. I don't like pharmaceuticals, period. End quote. But, like, I'm grateful for them. I mean, obviously, super happy. Like, I wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for the pharmaceutical testosterone. Also, it's just screwed my immune system so much. Like, I literally can't eat anything. All I can eat are, like, vegetables, not even all vegetables, and, like, nothing packaged at all, which is a good thing, but it's hard. Especially being a student and, like, having to cook all of my meals from scratch. I can't eat out anywhere because of the things I'm allergic to. They're in everything, anywhere I go. And anyway, it's just a weird time in my life, and I just feel like I'm getting ready to end testosterone for now, which I'm really looking forward to. Feeling good about my goals, like even the body hair and my voice. I mean, I think my voice has been the biggest thing that I'm so happy about. Like, it's so euphoric now, and I'm singing more. I've got these beautiful low tones that I've just always wanted and seen myself having and heard myself having, and so that's been amazing. And yeah, but I'm not gonna get off of testosterone before surgery. I just figure, you know what, let's not screw with my chemistry any more than I already am, because I'm definitely one to make too many quick changes at once, and then things go crazy, and I'm like, oh, why did everything go crazy? And I'm like, oh, it's because I changed 15 fundamental things about what I'm doing in my life right now all at once. So I'm trying not to do that. trying to be a little bit easier on myself and my body. I had a gender care appointment this week, which went really well. I got a requisition for blood work. It's the first blood work I'll have done since going on testosterone last year. So hopefully everything's looking good. I'll report back about that. And then, yeah, like 4 weeks to surgery. And then 6 weeks after that, that literally, when I get to take off the compression binder, because you have to wear a compression binder for the first 6 weeks after getting surgery, so everything like molds well or does whatever it needs to do. Literally, I will take it off on January 1st. Can you believe that? Like, I can hardly believe that. It's perfect. And then I'm thinking then my last shot will be the following Saturday, because the first is a Wednesday. So it'll be like the 4th or something like that. Yeah, it should be great. It'd be great to start off the new year. New year, new me, you know, as they say. Anyway, so yeah, those are kind of my updates. I guess one other thing too, I am really exploring kink more. I feel like that's common in the trans community. I don't particularly know why. I've got theories I'm not going to get into right now. But yeah, and I'm going to a kink party tomorrow that I'm very excited about. And it's not my first one ever, but it's the first time I'll be like showing up in the way that I'm going to show up, which I'm really excited about. And maybe I'll report back on that too, just because it's also part of my life and my gender expression and my exploration of myself. And I've just always been such a like, historically very passive in kink and in intimacy, and I just am not like that. I'm just really not. I'm not totally the other way, but I'm very much in the middle. But because the other side of that has never been explored for me, I need to explore it. It's like testosterone. It's like ultimately I don't want to be on testosterone for forever. You know, I don't feel like a man or anything, but like there are some things in that category that I needed to experience. So I went on testosterone, and I'm so grateful. And now I'm feeling like, okay, I've got some nice tastes. Time to swing the pendulum back and try and find my middle, because I feel very much gender neutral, gender fucked, genderless, genderful, fluid, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I just feel like a messy ball of yarn that a cosmic cat is playing with. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, love y'all. Wishing you all the best in your gender journeys, cis or trans or whatever else. Because we're actually all on our own gender journeys, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not. So anyway, lots of love. Bye.